All right. Looks like we're stuck in a range here from yesterday. So we got a high here and low here, and then the daily never broke that. So if we look at the daily, we have an inside candle yesterday. So today is looking kind of bullish. So we may reach back up into the zone above, but we'll see what happens here once we get into the open. So it's about 9:20-ish right now. And we've got some good momentum going up. This 4 hour did a fair value gap and then retraced and completely inverted that fair value gap on the 4 hour with a retest to continue higher. So I do think we're going to head to around 500 today, which would be the next major liquidity level for the institutions. So looking to maybe get the top of this daily candle here from a couple days ago. So yesterday again, inside candle, kind of uncertainty happening here. I'm thinking I would like to see at least these highs taken. I think we go beyond that today, just based on this momentum that we have going from 5 p.m. last night. Hit this high, kind of retraced, and we've just kind of been making higher highs and higher lows. Higher highs, higher lows. It's a fake change of structure here. Hit this order block, and then retraced very aggressively back up. So this is kind of just a liquidity grab to go higher. And it kind of failed here, so it needed more liquidity to go higher. So they took it back down to around 300-ish. Made that happen and then pulled up. All right, so let's see what happens here. If we're going with upward momentum here, we do have a change of character here on the 15, back in the upward direction. So let's frame this out here on the 5-minute. Break a structure, so if I'm looking for a continuation, we'll break a structure here. Let's see. So the last move down was this one. It's here. All right, so we're looking for this to go down to about 50%. Somewhere at or near 50%. There is an order block right here and a fair value gap here. So I'm gonna say once it taps this order block, I'm just gonna tap in. So let's mark the order block. Let's go for the body of that. So once it hits there, there's an order block here, fair value gap. Could go in at the middle of that. Let's go ahead and set my limit order.
Order submitted.
Because I am looking for this to go up from here. Alright, so we have our order block here. Usually I like it to go closer to 50%. Maybe I'll just move this a little bit, at least get it closer to, say, around 30%-ish, or maybe halfway down this. Let's just not be greedy here. All right, so my stop is going to be about 20 to 30 points. So, if it doesn't hold beyond 350, and we're heading into the open, so I'm going to be a little bit more conservative here as well. But we had an aggressive move into this. We're bullish on the day, right? So I'm expecting the day to go a little bit higher. From where I'm trying to get in to here, right about here is 100 points. That's probably where I'll be looking to start managing this trade. But yeah, so this is my modified continuation where normally I would look for, this, right, 50% or less entry. Kind of refined it to the last move down before the break of structure, which was here. And that generally you could try and tap in there, but we've got this fair value gap here, which we'll need to tap into. And nowadays, I kind of wait for it to hit the order block just past the fair value gap. Price just seems to want to go there, and so this is where price took off, right? This was the last place where there was any
Order filled.
pullback. Actually, I hit the wrong direction here. Let me stop this trade. I meant to
Order
buy here.
Order filled. Order filled.
And just 10. All right, so I was thinking it's going to go about 100 points from where I was trying to get in. Right now it's a 20-point stop. This was a very aggressive move, right? Taking out a whole bunch of liquidity, right, in one go. When you see that, when I see that, generally the price is going to do a pullback and continue in that direction. And what we've got is these green EMAs, right? So heading into the open, we did have a switch on the 5-minute, but the 15-minute and the 30-minute remain bullish, as well as the daily. So that leads me to go with the price action. Generally, price likes to move in 50-point increments. So right around 400, we're likely to see some resistance. But at this time of day, price can go about 100 points pretty easily. So I'm gonna say let's just take it to 450. And I'll start managing as price approaches 100 points if it gets there. So the idea here is, right, price moved into a zone. We had to pull back and retest. I did a 20-point stop here. Did a 20-point stop. I'm still a little bit heavy here. Gonna reduce contracts here when it gets to 30 points, because I meant to do 10. That little mess up at the beginning where I accidentally sold instead of bought.
Order canceled.
All right, so let's add these back in manually. So buy, I need to sell it.
Order submitted.
Sell stop.
Order submitted.
So it's a 20-point stop, and I'm looking for 450-ish. Again, I'll start managing when I get past this point convincingly. check out the 1 minute, see what that's doing. So looks like we bounced at 400. Oh, there we go. So we're past 400. I'm gonna go ahead and go to 400 as a stop. It's just underneath in case it wants to retest 400. And then I'm looking for this. So my original entry was down here at around 330. So at around 430, which is 100 points, I'm gonna go ahead and start managing this trade. You know, because we're almost at target, right? So you don't want to be really close to target and then have it, you know, just slam back down on you. The opening could easily do that. So, you know, at when you start getting close to your target, you want to start managing the trade, right? I'd rather get almost all of it than almost get almost all of it and then have a massive retrace. So, you know, right at the point where, okay, so here's about 100 points from my original entry. So it would have been 100 points. So we're at actual 100 now.
Order filled.
That's that. Let's close all this
Order
garbage.
canceled.
Don't know what that was, but that was a solid trade, guys. Let me put in the risk reward here. So we had our entry, our original entry, I wanted here with a 20-point stop. 32 to 12, just about there. So 2R was here. But I think this is going to continue up for a while. So we actually got about 5R, I think. Yeah, we got about 5R on this trade. So a really solid trade today. And I do think this is going to start pulling back. We hit 450, right? And like I said, price likes to move in about 50-point increments. So we'll see some kind of consolidation happening here. I'm just going to put that out there now. And then it'll either continue, right, or reverse. So for me, you know, this is a very solid trade on the day. Typically, though, it will go for that next level, right? When you see this kind of move, you'll get some chop around the middle, maybe some retrace, and then go to the next level around 500. So that's my prediction today, is that it does head up for this daily high from a couple of days ago. Yesterday, inside candle. Today, looking bullish, so my bias is bullish. Right, on the 4-hour, we've got, you know, an inverse fair value gap, so that's a bullish. The 1 hour has turned bullish as well. So the 4 hours looking bullish. The daily, the 30-minute, you know, the 15 and the 5. We're all very bullish today coming into the open. So this manipulation worked out perfectly. Another thing could have done here is just kind of tapped in on this level, because we had a previous consolidation here as well. So there's a lot of loading up that's happening at this particular level, right around 350 ish, 400, between 350 and 400. Let's call it 375 ish. So you could tap in, you know, once price gets to that area. However, you know, there's this massive move, right? So I'd rather see a confirmation style entry, right? I retrace and then enter here, right? And then take that for, you know, another 5R, it looks like. So total looks like it went about 6R on this trade. Solid trade, guys, on this. You know, that's because of my my entry was a little off, and the contract sizing was weird. I ended up with 2,400 on the day from this trade. Should have been more around the tune of about 1,500. I usually play 5 contracts. Sometimes I'll go 10 if I'm feeling more confident, like today. So yeah, solid play on this. Although I didn't get in, exactly where I wanted to because of the something was going on with. I actually chose sell instead of buy. Shit happens. Anyway, let me know in the Discord if you have any questions. I go over trades like this every day. I also teach this strategy as well. So hit the link in the description and check us out on Discord when you get a chance. It's like community of like-minded individuals who are all trading pretty much the same strategy and have all been trained the same way. So it's a great place to learn. If you click on the link, check out the testimonials and see what people have to say about us. I think we did a really good job so far, and we'd like to grow a little bit. So like and subscribe to this video, and we'll see you on the next trade.